Hello and welcome to another of my Yorkshire Photo Walks Recce vlogs. Today I'm heading to one of my favourite areas of the county, the Yorkshire Dales. The weather is spectacular, I've got plenty of places on my list, so let's not waste any time, let's get cracking and see what we can find. The Yorkshire Dales is packed full of inspirational photography locations. If you think of Ribblesdale, where I am now, you probably think of the Three Peaks and the amazing Ribblehead Viaduct. But here at Yorkshire Photo Walks we like to venture off the beaten track and discover some hidden locations that not necessarily everybody knows about. That's certainly true of the first place that I'm going to visit today. Just at the end of this track is the magnificent Oxenby Wood. And when I first discovered this a number of years ago, I felt like I'd discovered a piece of heaven. So let's go and check it out. There aren't many places, even in the Yorkshire Dales, where you find ancient woodland, limestone pavements, wildflowers and stunning landscape views all in the same place, but this is definitely one of them. It can be difficult in a place like this to isolate subjects and know exactly what to photograph. What I've been doing today is trying to get down low and quite close up to the wildflowers. Also framing the landscape using the trees and the limestone pavement stones. I've also been using quite shallow depths of field just to isolate any busyness in the background. I could spend all day here, but I've got more photo walk locations that need checking out. So keep an eye out for this one on the schedule very soon, and we're going to move now on to the next spot. Let's hope it's as beautiful as this. I've now arrived at my second photo walk wrecking location of this trip. Now the exact location name here is going to have to remain a secret apart from the people that come on the photo walk itself. That's because it's a site of special scientific interest. Try saying that when you've had a few. So I'm expecting big things from this place. I'm going to jump out, get my camera ready and go and have a look. that this limestone pavement in particular is so special is because of the amount of diversity of life that it supports. Not only do we have these beautiful weathered trees that form fantastic focal points for wider landscape shots, we've also got wonderful wildflowers and mini beasts that live in between the gaps in the rocks. That's why at this specific location I'm planning to do a photo walk that concentrates both on macro and close-up photography and wider landscape photography as well. On a walk like this, we'll be looking at how we can use depth of field to isolate subjects in between the rocks. We'll also look at different types of focusing, so macro focusing and close-up focusing, as well as focusing on the wider landscape itself. We'll also look at composition techniques, so trying to find a way that we can use the weathered trees to act as really good leads to the wider landscape beyond. It really is a fantastic location, but again I must tear myself away, head back to the car and head to my final 2 locations of the day. I've just pulled up in my penultimate location of this specific trip. It's the lovely, quaint little village of Langcliffe, just outside Settle. The reason that I'm here is to do a photo walk that I haven't actually done before. It's called Architecture of the Yorkshire Dales. Now, I've done plenty of architecture sessions in cities before, and loads of landscape sessions in the Dales, but never really combined the two. On a session like this, what we'll be looking at is how we can combine the landscapes of the Dales with the quaint architecture and also pick out some unique architectural details. So, let's go and have a look. It was lovely to stop off in Langcliffe. You forget how beautiful some of these little Yorkshire Dales villages are as you zip through them looking for other landscape shots. So I think doing an architecture session there will work really well, and it should be really interesting. I've now driven a short distance up the road and I'm now going to explore my final destination on today's Recceing trip, where I'm looking for caves, scars and more amazing views. Let's go and have an explore. When it comes to photographing wide open landscapes like the ones here at Langcliffe Scar, my top tip is to use quite a wide angle lens, but get quite close to your subject. That way you can really make your focal point stand out, but still make the most of the beautiful landscape views in the background. Also, in a craggy location like this, it often pays to turn your photographs black and white, because it draws out the contrast and pulls people's eye towards the light and shade within the rocks. I've visited yet more phenomenal locations today. If you've been inspired by them too, then check out our latest photo walk schedule at yorkshirephotowalks.com, and you could be joining me in these locations and more inspirational ones like it in the not too distant future to improve your photography skills. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please do so for more videos just like this one, inspirational photography tuition and useful photography advice. And don't forget to hit the bell to be reminded when we post a new video. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram for all of our latest news and photo walk photographs. I'm now unfortunately going to have to tear myself away from this beautiful landscape, and it's going to be really difficult, especially on a day like today. But the time has come for me to head home. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'm going to leave you now with some of the photographs that I've taken today. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.